Peter Fury, and don't forget to subscribe to Porky's Corner, because I've been a helmet of the month and you need to listen to me. Yeah? So follow him, yeah? And get the fella some followers up, for Christ's sake. He wears his heart on his sleeves, the good man Russ. So follow Porky's Corner, he says it as it is, and you know, I appreciate the helmet of the month, Russ. No problem.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, mate.
Well, I think I'm going to go up to Richards and get his predictions about Joshua fight. So I wonder who his money's on. Alright, peace out. How's it going, Rich?
Hey, morning mate.
Nice to see you.
And you?
Good journey back.
Yeah, pretty smooth. Yeah, it was over 2 days, so we managed to stop off a couple of hours from Calais, and then we made the rest of the journey yesterday. It took us all day.
You got a flat, Richard?
Yeah, I know, I'll get that sorted.
So you're not on top of everything, mate, are you? Even you get flat tires like me.
Yeah.
We know what week it is. It's boxing big fight week. Alexander Usyk against Anthony Joshua rematch. All the belts, even the ring mag. The only belt not on the line is the WBC. What do you think about how the fight's going to go, and who's your money on?
Oh, well, good question that, because my money is on Joshua.
Yeah.
But only to make it interesting. I don't think that I don't think Joshua's going to win. I'm just having a bet on him so I can cheer for him and make it a bit interesting. I think it's going to be more at the same. I think Usyk's got his number, unfortunately for British boxing, but good for boxing, I think. I think Usyk will do it. I hope Joshua wins, but I can't see it. But I've just had I haven't had a bet yet, but I'm going to just stick 100 on, just to see how he does.
Do you think Anthony Joshua's confident? There's not a lot of confidence oozing out of him, is there, leading up to this fight? Like there has been in the past.
Yeah, it's been a big problem, hasn't it, since the Ruiz fight? You know, it seemed to. I think I said this before. I'm not sure, but he seemed to get it back after the Pulev fight, because it was a comprehensive win. I know that Pulev had his moments and he had a second win, but it was a good display and he looked a bit more confident. He could sort of intimidate him, and he knew that he didn't have a lot coming back. Pulev's not a roadman killer, is he? I think his knockout ratio is about 50%, less than 50%. I think
he's an upright European guy type Pulev, isn't he?
But after the Ruiz fight, his confidence seemed to go. Couldn't get Takam out of there, could he?
He struggled with Takam, didn't he? Really.
And I know Takam's got a good chin, and you know he only got put down from Chisora because that came from bottom at canvas, and you know what I mean. But yeah, he don't seem confident. There's nothing in sort of lead up to the fight to say to me that he appears more confident. He's not bullish. He's just very much the same old. But I'm really looking forward to it. It's an exciting prospect. So
because we're starved of action, aren't we? Really?
Yeah. Well, we are, aren't we? So there's not a fight on a good fight on every week. Teofimo Lopez fight wasn't bad. I've seen highlights of that. I've not seen it fight all the way through, but highlights of that look pretty good. And I might be going to the Parker Joyce fight.
Your brother?
No, just me and my accountant, I think. So I need to get. So if you're watching, Graham, I need to phone you this week, see if you're interested. Which he'll be watching, I'm sure he will.
It's not a bad fight, actually, Parker Joyce, is it?
No. And I've been to one for a long time. So like when you say about being starved of action, I fancy going to one. And
a good heavyweight fight.
Yeah, a good heavyweight fight. Yeah.
Do you feel that tickets over there is just going to be a select elite band of rich people that could afford to go, Richard?
To the Joyce Parker fight?
No, to the Saudi one.
Oh, Saudi fight, yeah. Who else is going to go over there? I don't know anybody who could afford to go, do you?
Is it about $4,500 full package for one person? It's something like that, isn't it?
Oh, in that case, I do know some people who could afford to go.
I thought it was more than that.
Yeah, I do, but I didn't think that it was that cheap. I'm not cheap. I thought it'd be like sort of astronomical. $4,500 is very, very expensive.
Package,
but for a package.
What about pricing working man out with his son? You know, like Man United did years ago.
It's just that's what it is, isn't it? It's.
I used to go to Rovers with my uncle as a kid, and it was only a couple of quid in. My uncle used to take me.
Yeah.
my mum's brother, and I used to love it. You know, when Bremner were there,
Yeah.
Harley's, Kevin's brother,
Yeah.
and Snowden's and all
Yeah,
them lot.
yeah.
Billy Russell.
Yeah. Ian and Glyn, they were from Thriver, weren't they?
Yeah, from just back here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Over here. And I thought he was brilliant, but I don't see me taking my Reggie to Man U games or even to these elite boxing shows. I just think everything's going a bit.
It's too steep.
Yeah,
I mean, you know, moving off boxing for a bit. You know, I used to take. I've got a daughter, you know, and we used to go down. We used to go down at football up until she was about 11 when she got a bit of sense, and she didn't fancy sitting in rain anymore.
What, that old stand at Rotherham? Old
No,
one?
it's at Sheffield.
Oh,
at
Sheffield.
Bramall Lane.
Right. Oh, you're Bramall Lane, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're Blade, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So even then, it's like that's your treat for the week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think you were like all in by the time you had something to eat, got there, you know, paid for tickets, everything else. You were talking 70 or 80 quid then.
What we've been, it's 500 quid and now to take 2 kids to Man United.
I bet it is. I bet it is.
What round? Sorry, who do you think wins the fight? Usyk Joshua?
Usyk, I think, wins. I don't think it'll be a stoppage. I think it'll be a points victory.
Clear points victory.
Clear
But
points
you're going to have a
victory.
bet on.
I'm going to have a bet on Joshua just to make it interesting.
Well, let's phone the tap. See what he thinks. Because we like to phone a friend in boxing nowadays, and we're going to phone the man, all the way from Barnsley. The tap. Hello, Sean, aka the Dripping Tap from Barnsley. I'm just in the middle of filming with Richard here in Rotherham. He's on about putting money on Joshua to win by KO. What do you think? Yeah, I'm not bad, mate. Don't forget I'm recording, so don't say out. You shouldn't. Go on then, who do you think, should he have his money on Joshua?
No, Russell, I don't think he should. I hope to go for British boxing, he wins, but I just can't see it because he's too robotic. If he comes out like a bull in the china shop throwing leather, he's going to get caught, and when he gets caught, he goes stiff like Frank Bruno, yeah?
Yeah.
He's called boxing for a reason. If you call it punching, if you were all about punching, he's done fantastic in his career. He's just come across somebody elite. Somebody, like I said 2 years ago on your channel about Tyson Fury being best heavyweight I've seen on his feet since Larry Holmes. And Usyk, I've got to say, to do with Fury, and that's the fight I want to see come down at the last one, because I think he'll be able to get inside and hit Fury, but I think Fury will be a bit too big, and that's why it's intriguing. I've also heard something on grapevine. You know the ice lollies that you get called Mr. Free?
Yeah.
I've heard that Anthony Joshua has been offered £1 million and they're going to put it on his show.
Listen, and on that note, Sean, I'm going to speak to you later.
Right.
You take care.
Have a great day all here. Thank you for ringing me, Ross. Bye.
I'll see you in a bit. See you in a couple of hours, kid, yeah?
See you, Richard. Bye.
Right.
See you, bud.
The drip, you heard his impression. You've got Usyk to win, hasn't he?
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
I've got Usyk to win myself. I think Usyk stops him. I'm gonna have a bet on Usyk early doors inside 3 rounds. Personally, I think Joshua's really worried. I think it'll get too much for him and he'll come out swingers, and then he'll say, well look, I dared to be great, I had a go, but I'm going to go for, my bet's going to be 1 round to 3 Usyk stoppage, because I don't think he'll want to put himself through all that for 12 rounds. He just couldn't get near him last time, could he? The footwork, it was night and day, wasn't it, between both of them, and I just feel that there shouldn't be a rematch. What possible, apart from contract, what possible reason could you give for a rematch for this fight? It was conclusive. What did you give him, 2 rounds and a shared one?
Most, yeah.
Ring magazine, that's what they like.
Yeah, most, yeah.
If you want to look after him, you could give him 3 rounds, but you really couldn't. You'd have to be a Joshua fan getting you 3 rounds. Eddie Hearn's saying it was 7-5. He's on crack. He's a crackhead. He's
Allegedly.
allegedly. He's obviously on summer because any man that had that 7 rounds to 5, I mean that means that one more round it'd have been a draw.
No, it wasn't. So I think at most you could say 2 rounds, 3 rounds. But one thing I would say, and I'm still not changing my view on Usyk winning, but regards sort of what he can do for a rematch.
Yeah.
I think that the difference this time, hopefully, is that his manager, sorry, his coach has got a game plan.
Hey Terry, look who it is. He's begging me to go back in here.
Please.
He's begging me
Please,
to
Russell.
go back. Come to see me, desperate mate. Nobody knows what they're doing up there now.
I've lost my way.
No, we didn't adjust at all. They never had a plan B, did they?
No.
All they were saying to him, "You're doing all right." It were like they wanted to get to end at 12th round and hope that they were going to get saved by judges. That's what I felt.
So I think if they've got a plan where they can, they know what to do to try and cut the distance down, and like the dripping says, if you don't freeze up,
Mr. Freeze.
and if Mr. Freeze, 5p for
Remember
Mr.
the
Freeze.
5p?
5p for
15
Mr. Freeze. I could never afford one. I used to aspire to buy a Mr. Freeze.
You used to get them big ones,
I used to
didn't
have
they?
2p ones. That's all I could have.
I used to get them 7p square ones, Jubilees or something.
Jubilees.
Jubilees, like that. You never get your mouth round. Oh man, I want a slushy one, man.
You sound like you were middle class to me. Russ. so
Used to make our own.
get something ice cube. That's what you want to say.
Dad, can I have a Jubilee?
No.
7p. No, go make your own. Pour some orange in a cup. Put it in. Stick a stick in it. But no, I've got Usyk to win early doors, but I could be wrong. But it's an interesting bet. Usyk inside 3.
Yeah, you might. Yeah, well, at least you get some money back, won't you?
Yeah, it was
know what
worth
I mean?
50
So-
quid, or 20 quid or something.
Yeah, just to get some interested. But if you got a plan to make it so they can cut distance off, and he can get balance right between not freezing, but committing to his punches. Because I think you were waiting too long as well, waiting for perfect
Yeah,
time.
that's because he
before.
couldn't figure it out.
couldn't
could
figure
he?
it out,
He couldn't-
no,
He
yeah.
didn't know where.
Yeah.
He kept giving him that many angles.
Yes.
By the time
Yeah.
you were like, right,
Yeah.
I want to focus to work on that angle, he'd hit him again, hadn't he?
Yes.
Your concentration's broken, isn't it?
Absolutely.
So then he's trying to get his senses together and he forgot where he were, I
Yeah,
think.
and that's when I think that when people like you and me are looking, we're thinking, well, why can't he do it? Why can't he do it? It's not as
He
easy.
never
as
allowed him to, did he?
Exactly right. But we, for fans, you think, why can't he get near him? Well, because Usyk's dictating pace and he's a master boxer.
Oh.
But it makes other people look bad, and there's people in the crowd going, well, he can't get near him. Why can't he? Because he couldn't figure it out. He didn't know what to do.
You see, the leap from going from somebody like Pulev to Usyk were that big for him. His head couldn't cope with it, I don't think. And you know, Pulev fighting Chisora, Tony Bellew, people like that, they were like, just gimme fights for him, I think. Do you know Bellew? I thought he played with him. I keep hearing that it were very, very close and all this. He looked like he was smiling every round, didn't he?
Yeah, I think that was probably the best Tony Bellew I've ever seen, and it weren't anywhere near good enough.
Yeah.
And I think that that performance was probably as good as we were going to get out of it. But I think he were just biding his time, and he
Yeah.
couldn't. I think he's right about when I've heard Bellew talk about it. I think he probably were right. I don't think he were winning as many rounds as he thought he was. But he could only keep that sort of pace up for a certain amount of time and concentration. He just can't keep it up forever. He can't have any. He couldn't afford to have any seconds off, could he? Couldn't afford to have a split second off.
He made him work as well every second of every round.
Yeah.
It's not that, it's all them feints he does, isn't it? And you just don't know what he's going to do. He's that much of a magician, isn't he?
Yeah, it's the feints, and he carries enough power that they're going to react to the feints. When somebody faints and there's nothing coming back, people just don't take any notice, do they?
No.
They just just steam straight in because he can't bother him. But he has got enough power where he commands respect, doesn't he?
But Johnny Nelson beats him, doesn't he? Usyk?
Well, yeah, I mean, it goes without saying, doesn't it? That Johnny would have destroyed everybody.
Johnny would
Holyfield,
have destroyed him.
Holyfield, James
Johnny
Toney,
wouldn't
when he
even
moved
get
up.
up. Johnny couldn't get up for Holyfield. He'd only just be able to get up for Usyk. Great Johnny Nelson. Johnny Nelson, legend.
Bless him.
Not as much has been said by undercard. I don't think anybody's really going out there for undercard, are they? Really? Nobody cares about them on pay-per-views now, do they?
No, I think it's. I think hardcores love it because Usyk's fighting. It's an interesting fight for all reasons we just talked about, but it's obviously going to be a big casuals fight, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, Housewife's favourite Joshua's going to be there. He's going to have his top off, and people will be having a barbecue on. So I think we're going to barbecue on Saturday to watch it. So it'll be one of them. You know, it'll just be one of them social nights for a lot of people in the UK. So it'll get a lot of pay-per-view buys, won't it? Weather's supposed to be good as well.
Yeah, weather's going to be good Saturday. Richard, if Anthony Joshua gets put to kip on Saturday or outboxed, where does he go from here? What next for Anthony Joshua?
Frank Warren's hit the nail on the head. He's got to fight your Joyces and your Dubois of the world.
Parker rematch?
Yeah.
Or Joyce?
Yeah, to re-establish himself. You know, Bricktop's talks a lot of sense a lot of time. And what else? Where else can he go? Apart from a Fury fight where he takes, you know, the smaller share of the purse, but maybe 25-30% of a big gate is better than taking on, you know, 70% of a small gate. You know what I mean? It might be one of them. Might be looking for cash out fights. I don't think he should retire because whatever you say about him, he's won Olympic gold. He's won heavyweight title twice. He's had not record defences. He's had a lot of defences, and he will have only had 3 losses on his career by then. That's not end at world, is it? So, and anybody can win a fight. So,
and it's only been one guy that have beat him, so it's not end of the world, is it?
No, it's not. I mean, it's you know, we like all forms of fighting, don't we? So if you go and see, if there were 2 lads from your local village and they'd had 3 fights and they'd all been good, decent fights, and they wouldn't have a fight next Saturday at pub car park, you still go outside and have a look, wouldn't you?
Yeah. What next for Usyk if he wins? Do you think Tyson Fury will oblige him, or do you think you'll just want to get the Joshua?
It'll be too hard to resist, I think, for Fury, because people will be saying, "Well, that's a guy you never thought he's moved up to heavyweight. He's now, all right. You've vacated the Ring magazine, or
he's now Lineal, technically, isn't he? He's got the ring belt.
Yeah. Well, Lineal is you've got to beat the man who beat the man who beat the man. And,
yeah, but if he's retired, what can he do?
Yeah,
it's on the same situation with Lennox, isn't it?
Doesn't it? Yeah, it is. Yeah.
If he's retired, the lineage or lineage, lineage is up, and it's Usyk's time. He's the man then.
That's correct.
So Fury has to either come back out of retirement,
or he becomes it.
Or he becomes it.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
He can't just keep us all on a string for 10 years. Saying I might be coming back and all that. That's no good. Last time for a few years, wasn't he?
Yeah, and he's still got a good 4 years left in him.
He's got 3 or 4 years.
He hasn't got any miles on clock, has he? Apart from what he's done to himself. But in boxing ring, he ain't got a lot of miles on his clock. I know he's had a few close calls in sparring, but usually he dominates sparring, doesn't he? Not being beat up very often. He's had some flash knockdowns.
In sparring, I've seen him spar. I've seen him spar when he was really, really heavy. He stood at middle ring. And Joe Joyce in the bar couldn't get a glove on him. And I'm like, wow. He was just stood at middle of the ring, leaning back and all that. They couldn't get near him. And he was fat as a pig. So imagine him fit, what he'd do to Joyce and Dubois. It'd be a massacre, wouldn't it?
Well, I think so. Yeah.
They couldn't be not with him that day.
I think everybody knows that. I think that's one. I think that's one of the reasons why.
He's the only person who can beat himself, isn't he? Really?
Yes.
I don't think any of this lot can get near him.
And I think when I look back at the White fight, I think that's one of the reasons why White wasn't being all bullish and bullying and stuff like that. Cause he knew what was coming.
He'd had sparring sessions with him for years. He knew what was going to happen.
Yeah. So he was just grateful for the
He couldn't try any mind games. He just had to not send out because he thought, well, if I send out, he's just going to destroy me.
Yeah.
He might give me a bigger beating than he's given me before.
Yeah.
But he'll beat himself. Him or Usyk at best, and he'd probably say him because of height and reach and all that. He's probably.
I think talent as well. I think talent. I think you've got to, because he's got the attributes. It's a lot easier for him. But like you just said there, even when he were relatively immobile and world-class fighters couldn't touch him.
Not even trying.
Put it this way, if Usyk ballooned up to 28 stone, would it be the same situation? I don't think so. He won't be able to move from one side to another.
He'd be like me, he'd need a crane to get him out of bed. We'll finish off on the Ben Eubank, because we haven't had a chat since then. It's happening. It's 7 weeks away. They're going to get at it at O2. 5 million quid a piece. We can't begrudge them it. They're getting in the ring. It's prize fighting. You need a prize to fight. Unless you're fighting for Don King, then you don't get a prize. You get a non-prize.
Yeah, they can't leverage that money. We're on again, weren't he? Bricktop.
Yeah, Bricktop's had enough of him, hasn't he? Do you know what? I feel for Bricktop in this one, because he's met his match, hasn't he?
Well, yeah, but as we said before, I know he wasn't acting as his work. I know Bricktop's not his manager.
But come on,
he's got a relationship.
He would have known what we're going on.
He would have known what we're going.
He would have had a look at that contract, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he should have done.
But when you're dealing with somebody like that who's just a dog with money,
yeah,
you deal with some people in life that they take money and they don't want to pay it back or pay you. They're just dogs, mate.
Yeah, and the trouble with litigation is that even when you've got a relative compared to us, quite a lot of money, even Bricktop's sort of loaded compared to the normal working man. Even then, litigation in another country is a different ballgame.
It's a nightmare.
You've got a different set of laws. You're on a different time zone. So getting everybody together to be able to communicate and stuff like that is 3 times more than it would be normally. So your risk is tripled. And they'll just end up washing their hands of it. They'll just end up washing.
He knows
their
that.
faces.
He knows he'll grind them down because it goes on for years and years and years, doesn't it? Yeah. He's been at it. He's an old master. He's 91. He's still the rogue crocodile in the river, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, you look back at there'll be not many like it for sure.
Oh, hey.
But Ben and Eubank, what else is there to say?
So that's why Johnny Fisher's dad eats Chinese food, is it? Hey? He's a part-time welder, is he, as well?
I think Eubank will get to him late on. I think he'll have a good account for himself for 4 or 5 rounds, Ben, and then I think it'll be all over. It'll be all she wrote. He's too big. He's too experienced. And Peter Fury said it, I think, this week.
Yeah, he has. He said it's too early for Conor.
It's too early for him.
He says in 2 years it's a great fight.
Yeah, I agree. It's too early for him.
Do you feel, Richard, that Chris Eubank Jr. is going to have to make 157 first weigh-in? He's never ever done that. The second weigh-in the next morning, 11 AM, and that's usually the last meal they have. He's got to be 162. He's only allowed to put £5 on now. Eddie Hearn's running around saying it's only £3 less than before, but technically it isn't because Eubank's healthy at 177 rehydrated, but he's going to be 162, isn't he? So he's technically £15 less. So he's in the ring on the night the same as any welterweight in the country. But Conor Benn's going to be rehydrated, isn't he? And he isn't. And they keep going on about safety and that, and it's only £3. It technically isn't, though, is it? Because he's going to be weak, isn't he?
He is, but I don't know the ins and outs of it, but there's also different ways to rehydrate, isn't there?
Yeah.
So, and I'm not accusing anybody of doing anything, but I would imagine they'll be looking at, they'll have the experts in to rehydrate the very, very best way possible. He won't be sat there just drinking pint after pint of water.
Oh no, yeah.
So it'll be the most efficient way, and they've obviously thought it out. Eubank seems very strong-minded and very strong-willed, and if anybody can sort of be closer to the best than most people who've gone down that, he's probably one of the ones that it will be. But he will have a slight disadvantage because of that reason. Ben probably obviously thinks that that's too much of a disadvantage for him, and he'll beat him. But I just can't see it. I hope he wins, but I can't see it. Yeah, I hope Ben wins. Yeah, but I can't see it.
What about the father going missing? Is that just PR?
I didn't know anything about that.
He's gone missing, his dad, since announcement. Yeah, there's an APB out looking for him. Christopher Livingston Eubank, aka English, a Thetbian.
I wonder if he's got his police colleagues looking out for him then.
I don't know, last time I seen him on TV he had a sheriff badge.
Yeah.
And he was going around an hotel and going like that. Someone saying
he might be on some secret assignment. He might be undercover. Who knows?
He might be. He might be going to surprise us all on the night.
Yeah.
Do you think they're going to have Nigel and him in corner and all that on night?
I hope not.
That'd be a bit cringe, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it'd be a bit cringy. I think that on social media it's all right. You know what I mean? And if it helped sell a few tickets, but I think that it sold itself, this fight. It sold out. I thought it'd sell out faster than Brooke Khan fight, but it took an hour, didn't it? Under an hour. Where it last one 10 minutes, but they could have filled Wembley out. So.
Oh, Eubank, innit?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Of course they could have. Yeah, of course they could have. Okie dokie then. Well, listen, nice for you to have me here, Rich. You're looking well after your break. When you're back down there?
I'm working now, so this week off, and then I'll be working through to end of October. So.
Yeah, down there?
No, in the UK.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's alright then, isn't it?
Yeah, so I'll be
Oh,
in the UK. No, down south, Leighton Buzzard.
Leighton Buzzard. Is that the south, yeah?
Yeah.
Where's that, yeah?
I'm in Mix near Luton. Milton Keynes.
Anywhere north of Nottingham, they're a Cockney to me, you know.
I know that, mate. You mean south of Nottingham?
South of Nottingham, sorry, yeah, there's a Cockney. Where's he from? Watford is a Cockney. Essex is a Cockney.
Yeah, so I'll be working.
Okie dokie, well listen, thank you very much. I'll leave you to enjoy your stoogie. I'll get back to the factory and get this uploaded. I'll do a bit of a finish video to it. I've done entry. Yeah, I'll get this done. Okie dokie then, well listen, you take care.
Alright mate,
Cheers,
thank you.
Bye bye. Well, that were interesting. Richard's having a bet on Anthony Joshua to win by KO, but it says Usyk's going to win. I personally think Usyk wins. How he wins, it's up to him, innit? But my money is going to be on Usyk round 1 to 3. I think Big Meech is a bottler, he's a coward, he's a bully. He'll come out and not know what to do, and he'll just swing. And then he'll go, I dared to be great, I had a go, I let my hands go, what can you do? The guy's superhuman. And that's what Usyk is. Superhuman. If Joshua beats Usyk fairly at this weekend, in my opinion, he's pound for pound. Pound for pound. That's just my opinion. Alright, peace out.